So let's get ready to really focus on what Nadia has to say. And while we're waiting on Nadia, let's go ahead and get our chat warmed up with all of our important information before I give you something else to put in the chat that we usually do not do. And then we should have a few more people coming in as well that I'm watching for. So, Dar, did you find it in your Facebook Messenger, the background?
Yes, I did, but now I'm struggling finding it where I saved it. I'm looking in my downloads and it's just not there.
Okay.
Abby, help, please. Poor Abby. No rest for the wicked.
She is getting hers ready as well right now.
Yeah.
Hello, Dr. Lawana. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I love that top. I love the sparkles. Yes. Bling, bling, bling. I love it. So Saturday we had our event, and right after that, my husband had a 30-year reunion at his work, not at his work, but a big party at the Dallas ranch where JR and Sue Ellen and all of them used to be. Remember that?
Yes.
So we went out there. So, I was dressed all in my pink bling bling jacket and my pink pants, my pink heels. I thought I was ready to go. And he came in and he goes, "You cannot go looking like that." I almost cried. He says it's like a picnic. So I was thinking it was a formal thing, he didn't tell me. So I run in there and I'm glad I did because no one was dressed like that. It was literally sundresses. And so I had my pink denim jeans on and a pink top, and I still had my curls though. So I was good. I was good to go. But it really hurt my feelings when he come in there and he puts his the big old arms up and goes, "You cannot go dressed like that." What? All right, Abby, can you help Dar with her background?
I was trying to say before, and Dar was interrupting me. Check your messaging from me, Dar. You'll see the repeated image in there.
Where, in the chat?
Our chat, you and I.
So let's get our chat heated up where we have all of our information. If you have a website, how do you want us to reach you? Is it text? Is it, smoke signals? What is it? If you want to reach me in a hurry, Facebook Messenger is probably the place. Even though right now I'm hating on Facebook a lot lately. And a lot of people are telling me the same thing, that they're having issues. I was at a meeting earlier today, people I don't really know, and they were all having issues with Facebook. I thought it was just me. So it kind of made me feel better that it wasn't just me. So that tells me that Facebook is going through some more changes. Every time they flub up my system, they go through changes, and they're never little. They move stuff, like hide and seek where I'm going and finding. So the next thing I want you to put on your chat before Nadia starts is, I want you to get used to every time you talk to someone about your business that you set up the next call, the next voice, the next email. When should I get back with you? You always want to know. So strategically, the best way is to say, "Hey, I have this exciting workshop happening tomorrow that I'm doing," or an event. Or if you don't have one, Nadia, you can say, "Oh my gosh, on Wednesday morning, I'm going to an event called Ask LaDonna. Why don't you join me?" See, now you have another way of helping that person with their business. You're helping with your business, and you're staying in constant contact for a reason. You still haven't sold them anything. You're just giving them information. Hello, Margaret. I think you should have a background in your Facebook Messenger. If you don't, just let me know and I'll get it to you real quick. So I would love for you to put down your next event. What is your next event coming up? And you want it to be this week, because if you talk to someone today, you don't want to be asked, well, you can ask them for an event next month or in October or whenever, but you want an immediate one to go with you right away. Hey, when can I contact you next? Or even better, why don't you go to this event I'm going to on Wednesday, or I'm holding on Tuesday, whatever it may be. Find a good reason that doesn't sound salesy. And when you invite them to an event, it doesn't sound salesy, does it, Dr. LaWanna?
Sure. I'm just thinking, what can I do this week?
Well, like I was saying, I don't know if you were in here yet, but if you don't have an event, then invite them to someone else's event. On Wednesday, we are doing the Ask LaDonna. Dr. LaWanna is one of the co-hosts with me. Sherry Leopold is the other one. Guess what the topic is?
Journaling.
Listen up. Listen up. Because we forget to listen, Dr. LaWanna, you're journaling. Listen up. But remember, you get to bring any questions that you want. It doesn't have to be about listening. But I just always put something with it in case Nadia shows up and she has no questions about anything. Then maybe if we give her a title of Listen Up, maybe she'll think of something. Because we all have trouble listening sometimes, right? We really do. And it will help you build your business by listening more. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, and I'm sorry to tell you, I'm guilty. I use my mouth a lot more than my ears. I just love to talk, LaWanna.
I think we all do.
That's
We're always
what
thinking,
makes us
what
us.
can I say when she gets through?
There you go.
Here it is.
Love it.
Oh,
All right, so let's go around the room. Now put that in the chat of what you have coming up next or where you're going to next. Maybe you're going to something else tonight or in the morning or tomorrow. Because guess what? Dr. LaWanna may put something in the chat and she may not have told me about it. But if I like it, Dr. LaWanna, you may see me there tomorrow. You may see me there tonight. You know, because we're always looking for something strategic. Something else. All right. So with that said, let's go around the room. I want your very, 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 very best elevator pitch. That is 30 seconds, hot and heavy, fast and furious, no pitch, just your very best, no no thinking about it. Let it roll off your tongue. And we are going to start with Dr. LaWanna because she is ready.
Oh, this is my week, huh? All right. I'm Dr. LaWanna Parker, and I work with women who are interested in transforming their life through the process of writing. Perhaps they just want to create their legacy or work on personal development. We can all use some help in that area, no matter how high we get. So that's my process of helping them transform their lives. Now, since you said that, I am going to CBP 316. I'll put the link in there. If you are a person who is a Christian and like to be around others so that you can feel comfortable talking, it's called the Christian Business Partners. And they are always open to new people. It's at 8 o'clock California time. So I'll put the link in there. Otherwise, LaDonna's talked me into being here Wednesday morning instead of sleeping.
And Dr. LaWanna don't get up early. She stays out all night, wants to sleep all day like she's a teenager. Dr. LaWanna, so when is this event that Christian?
It meets every week. You have something that goes on, which is why I don't come to your Tuesday
Oh,
thing, because
okay.
they meet weekly. It's Christian Business Partners 316. So everybody in there is in business, and we try to do business with one another.
Okay, so is
That's the
it
whole idea.
tonight or tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
So, and I don't have anything then, so that'll be 10 o'clock my time. That may work. We'll see. I have to look at my calendar. Long as
Okay.
no
Okay.
judging, because I don't know the Bible like the back of my hand, like some of you probably do. So,
Well, none of us do. We're
okay,
all a work in progress.
there you go. Thank you, Dr. Luana. Right answer. All right, yes, put the information in the chat because I think I would like to make room on my calendar for that every week. I
Okay.
think I want to try that. All right, let's go to Abby. 30-second best 30 seconds.
I am Abby Bassey Cripps, and I am your computer angel, flying in from tech heaven to secure your computer and give you your life back. What would happen if your computer broke down right now, and how would it affect your business? We all rely on our computers heavily now. And so book your tech call with me with your computer issues, and I'll fly in to help you.
Awesome. Awesome job, Abby. Awesome job. And let's go to Tamra.
Hi, my name is Tamara Patrick. I'm the owner of Just For You Life Brigade, life coaching for restarting you. This is a program designed specifically for women over 50 who are feeling lost and unsure after a major life event. I help rediscover your purpose, reignite your motivation, and give you clarity and direction so you can start thriving in your life again. Give me a call.
Yay. Awesome job. Awesome job.
Ooh,
Dar, come on down.
okay. Hello, my name is Dar Bassey Cripps, your favorite multi-mix media collage artist. Canadian born and raised in Ontario in the land of maple syrup, apologies, and mosquitoes. I specialize in designing unique custom greeting cards that you won't find in any big box or dollar store. The power of a card just really makes someone's day. If this sounds like anything you're looking for that's fun and different in a greeting card to make your loved ones feel all warm and fuzzy inside, just visit my website, darscreativecards.ca to learn more about my collection and how you can place your order today. Thank you for considering my original works of art.
Awesome job. Margaret, are you ready? Okay. Margaret, are you ready with your 30-second pitch?
My name is Margaret Thorley, the CEO of Hope and Restoration, which is a non-profitable organization. I'm a relationship coach. My aims and my goals and my desire is to set up and host events where people can come and tell their story and the work that they do. That's what I do.
Awesome. Awesome job. And Margaret, I don't know if you heard us, but please put your information in the chat. And if you have anything coming up this week that we might be interested in going with you. All right. I am LaDonna McAbee, your host tonight for our great event that Nadia is going to be talking to us about. And have you ever asked the wrong question and lost a potential client or customer, or think that may be why? We probably all have, because asking the wrong questions really can interrupt what you're trying to build in your business, and that's more clients and more customers. So for an example, if you're selling lipstick and someone walks in or someone calls you, texts you, emails you and says, I'm looking for a new lip color, are you going to say something like, oh, what's your favorite color? Don't do it. It sounds great, but what if they say yellow? Are they going to look great in yellow lipstick? No. So that's a dead end road. The same thing if you ask yes and no questions. Don't ever ask a question that ends with yes or no, because that's a wrong way street with no cul-de-sacs, no turnaround, no nothing. They're gone. You've lost them. Okay? It will take you a long time to get them back because you didn't ask the right questions. So I am LaDonna McAbee. I am here to help you ask the right questions for whatever client or customer you're talking to. So please reach out, and I'm your girl to help you ask the right questions. With that said, I am going to turn over this event, our happy hour, to Nadia, which is going to talk to us and make us happy about events and event planning for personal and business.
What happened?
I don't know.
I don't know what happened either.
Are you trying to share your screen?
No, I'm not. So I'm not sure what happened.
So
No,
put your camera and turn it off and turn it back on and see if that works. Over there where the video is next to audio. There you
okay,
go.
got it.
There you
Got it. Thank you.
You know what? I'm learning
Good afternoon.
things from my friend Abby.
Yeah. Well, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Nadia, and I am an event planner. I want to talk to you about different kind of events. We have several different kind of events. The most famous one is the wedding one, that everybody looking for an event planner to do that. Also, we have birthdays, special occasions like bridal shower, baby shower. We have corporate events. We have speaking events. We have the lunch and learn. We have different kind of events. You name it, we have it. So, and everything actually have several basic things that each one have in common. First, you have to find a plan that provides your needs, that it's somebody that actually can organize your event the way that you want it. The first step is that. That means it's a need to have the timeline, it's need to have responsibility for the occasion, it need to have a clear backup plan, and all the things that it's involved in planning. The second thing that you need to have is maneuver that plan and services that you need for this plan. It might be some challenges with personnel that you need to find the venue, you need to find the caterer, you need to find things like that. You need to let them know what you want, what you need, that they can provide. You want a photographer or a booth for photography. You can have a photographer, you can have a booth for photography. That's two different things. So you need to let your planner know about the specific things that you have in mind. And the plan also need to have beginning and end timing. Every event have things like setting, what kind of setting you want to have. You want to have round tables, you want to have all together, you want to have a classroom kind of a setting. What kind of setting you want to have? That is another important things that you need to know.
Is this go for a special organization? Is this is a non-profit? It is a what is the need, and who is this serving this event, who that is serving who. So these are another thing that you need to have in mind. The other most important thing is budgeting and resources. You have to have a clear knowledge of your budget, because that can affect a lot of different things. That can affect your place that you want to have there, a venue that you want to have your event at it. That can affect your food, the beverages that you want to serve, and all that need to be carefully organized. So that is one of the other things. And also your plan need to have clear goal and objective in mind. So you need to have event signature. So that's what is your signature for that event. So that is need to be provided to you, have a clear way of knowing what person know what you want to do. Having a plan and special, that is the most important thing, that it will give you a very comfortable and stress-free event, and very special for you, that you need to have that. So we have small events like birthday parties and baby showers, bridal parties, and those kind of a thing. The bridal party actually will go with the wedding, you know, it's kind of combined together. And that usually it is with the bridal party that they will have everything together. They will have their bridal shower, their special things that going on, the wedding, the invitation, and everything is through the bridal. So those are the things that actually very important to know, that you need to let your event planner, or you want to know those, that how to create the who is in charge, who is not, who you need to take a talk to, and things like you need to first you need to have a really budget. You know, first thing you need to look, because your budget, it will let you know what kind of venue you can have. And that is a big thing. You need to have your tell you that what you can do and what you cannot do. If I come to you and tell you you want a champagne or you want a wine to be served, champagne is actually higher price than wine. So that way that you can, you know, distinguish which one you want to have. So your budget will not go for the champagne, so we're gonna have wine. So that's basically thing. And also we event planner will make everything sure from the beginning to end. Do your decoration, what kind of theme you want to have, what kind of the backgrounds you want to have, and that is actually very important to bride. The bride need to know what it is, what she wants, what is the events. So that is really important. Another thing that it's need to have in mind is a decoration and things like that. So, and also we have baby showers. All of them are actually about the same. You need to have your venue, you need to have your budget, you need to know who is coming, you need to have the guests of the list, who is gonna do what, and the delegation is most important thing that you can do in any kind of event. You need to know who is your strong person that you need to delegate things, and they will do it on time. They will do it exactly the way that you want it to. So be careful with delegating things to the people, because some of them are you cannot really rely on. You know, if somebody is late all the time to a party, probably that person will be late to deliver things too. So that is the thing. And also we have corporate events. Corporate events also have different categories. Like we have corporate events for stockholders. We have events for relationships. We have showcases. We have events for corporates that do lunch and learn. We have also a speaking engagement corporate. We have all these kind of things. So with that said, how much time do I have? 5 minutes? Okay. With that said, it is the draft that for corporate is very important. The draft that you need to have to actually plan who is speaking, what is the speech, who is actually in charge, and how you gonna set it up. Setting up the budget, choose a vendor, who is gonna be your vendor, the photographer, the caterer, the flower, the decoration that you want, all that kind of a thing is go to the vendors. You need to have your venue over there, and you need to know what kind is it and how you want to have it set up, what kind of room you want to be host at it. And agenda is very important thing. You need to know who is MC, who is doing the first talk, who is the person, the guest of that event that you have putting on for corporate, and who is it? Is it about your boss, the CEO, or it's about your employees, or who you are, who we are targeting to this for. The next thing is you need to have your invitation ready in advance, and always ask for RSVP, because if you leave it without RSVP at this day, believe me, nobody gonna answer you. So that's another thing that you need to have in all the events. Have RSVP on all of them. Also you need to promote your event. Sooner you promote your event, the better will be. You know exactly how many people is coming. You have your you can guess, subtract or add to the people that you want, and your food, your goodies for the attendance and everything. You know exact account of them, so you will be able to help them out. And also you need, for those events, you need to have a really nice hospitality. A person that, do a hospitality for you. A person that is smiling, person that is on top of everything and make your guests welcome. First thing is first. If you go to an event and somebody is frowning and you don't want to go to that event, you're like, let me get back, going back. I'm not looking forward to this. But you need somebody that is smiling, welcoming, and welcoming all your guests. And always on any kind of event, you need to have a follow-up. Well, as we know, follow-up is the key. Follow-up. So that it's doesn't matter. It is a baby shower. You need to send them a card, a thank you card. If it's wedding, you need to send them a thank you card also. So be prepared for a follow-up and getting ready for those. I think my time is over. Is that right? Okay. And also for this group, I sent you a flyer, LaDonna. I don't know if you got it on your Facebook Messenger. My actually lower cost thing that I have for events is 15 hours actually working with you, doing your menu, you doing your venue, doing your what else is there? It's budgeting and event coordination. And that is usually $2,000 for everybody, but for only for this group, all the people that are here today, I am giving it away for $8.99. But everything, 15 hours of my time, and doing your budget, doing your coordination, your venue, and so that is my gift to you guys.
And there is the flyer in the chat so that everyone can look at it. So for 15 hours, Nadia can put together an event for you for $8.99. That is, wow, that is awesome. That is an awesome price. Now, Nadia, for us as personal, we get it. We can do birthday parties and all of that. But for us women that might be thinking about doing something for our business, how difficult is that? Is that something that you take care of? If we want to do a round table in person or something like that, how many hours does something like that take for you to put together?
Okay, it depends on what it is your event is and what is the round table about. Or are you gonna have just lunch and learn? And that is actually all my prices are negotiable because everybody have a different need. Everybody have a different view. So my price can be much lower than $1,000 for you if you know, if it's just talking to you and just it's if I deliver, I cater to you the way that you actually want. So that is, and my it's not a very I will, for this group, I'm not going to charge that much. Usually my fee is $100 an hour, but I'm not going to charge this group. I will charge $50 for this group, maybe even less, 75, maybe, yeah, $50 maybe. So maybe less than that. It depends on what you want. That's all will be catered to you. Okay. So that's
now, where
I
do
need to know
most
what you want.
business people have their events? Is it at event centers? Is it at hotels? Is it at a church? Where does most events are held? That's small business owners.
Small business corporate. Okay.
Not corporate. It's small business owners.
Okay. If it's one day, it's like 9 to 5 or 9 to 4, something like that. It's usually at the clubhouse, is at something, very casual. You can have vendors, you can have speakers and all that. And you can actually cater, have a box lunch or, sell lunch to them. That is another thing. It depends on who is your audience. Or is your audience the one that actually can buy the lunch for themselves? Or your audience is the one that you need to provide lunch for them? So
Got it.
that is it.
Okay, so see, there's a lot more to this than what you really think when you're just thinking about it, you know? When she
Yeah.
said that, I'm like, yeah, I've seen that before. I've done that before. I've been to events like that before, but then I've been to lunches where it's a sit down served lunch, you know? So, who has questions for Nadia? Margaret, I'm going to call on you first. What do you think? What came to mind when Nadia started talking about events? Do you have any coming up that you're thinking about, or?
Most definitely. See, because I live in the UK, so another thing is, how do I work with you? Because I live in the UK, so the way we do things is slightly different. So that was one of the things that was coming up to my head. So yeah, but apart from that, the presentation was really, really good. So that was the only thing. How do I work with you? I live in the UK, and Zoom is great, but if you're having an event planner, you need to be together. See face to face and discuss and everything like that. So yeah, so that was what came up for me.
So what do you think, Nadia? What is your answers to that when you have someone that doesn't live close to you?
Somebody that doesn't live close to me, we still can do a 15 hours, 20 hours about their plan. We can do it. We can do a Zoom call and get everything done for budgeting and all that stuff. But you are right. If you want somebody to be at your event, if you have the event, know where you want your event and you know how much it is. So the planning of it, it doesn't need me to go over there and waste your time. But if you want afterwards, with all this done, you want me to be over there, if you provide me with the tickets, I can be there and help you out.
There you go.
Hey, thank you.
You're
Awesome,
welcome.
awesome.
Thank you for that.
Any,
Well, it'd be a great visit for you in the UK. See
Well,
the other side.
well, actually, I have my cousins, my aunts is in UK.
Oh,
I've
fantastic.
been there several times and I love it.
that's
Yeah.
Other
awesome.
than weather.
So, and
Yes, the weather.
it is important to have a great planner, because I know that there's a lot. When we had my daughter's wedding a few years ago, we rented this beautiful venue. And then we found out you could only have caterers that are on their list, that are approved. They didn't let you have just any caterer in. The photographer, the videographer, if they weren't on the list, they had to get on their list, because they want to make sure that everything is up and up and nobody gets hurt or, defrauded or whatever. So we had no idea that it was so strict. And guess what? If you have alcohol, guess what else you got to hire? Got to hire a security police person. So there was a lot more to it than what you really think. Are they going to provide the alcohol, or are you bringing in the alcohol? So see, there's a lot to it. And like Nadia said, what shape tables do you want? How many tables do you need? How many chairs do you need? And you're like, I just want to rent the venue. That's all I thought we were going, is to go pay them a hunk of money for the venue. And that is one of the higher expensive things, is the venue when you're doing an event, I think. What do you think, Nadia?
Yes, that is the thing. You need to have all the elements together.
Yeah.
You cannot go without one element and the other. Absolutely, alcohol, you need to have somebody over there. You need to have security, a police officer, always, for any kind of event. If alcohol is involved, security is in high alert.
Yes. And you want that. So yes. Abby, what do you think? Any questions? Do you have an event coming up that you have questions about or?
It got me thinking more about the attending events as opposed to creating events. And now I appreciate better what people go through to set up an event. Like I went to an event recently and I'm glad I went to it in person, but now I realize all the effort that went into it. So thank you for enlightening me.
Absolutely. And see, that was a great aspect of what you just brought up, Abby, is that sometimes we take it for granted when we walk into a room. And there's things there and we just thought, no big deal, but it is a big deal. You know, if you look behind you on the backdrops, I'm sure just having the white sheer is very expensive to have hung on a ballroom. And I'm sure there's some venues you probably can't even do anything like that to. And then others, maybe you can, but then you got to hire someone that does that kind of thing. Right, Nadia?
Exactly. Yes.
Yes. So,
Absolutely.
yes. Dr. LaWanna, what are you thinking when Nadia was talking about events and parties and
I'm with Abby. I'll let you guys put it all together. I'll walk in and give my presentation.
exactly.
There's a lot involved. Before COVID, I think I did 3 speaking events. And since then, I've done 2. And there's a lot of work. I had forgotten how much is involved when doing something like that. Because years ago, I used to do both fashion shows and beauty pageants. And that was a lot of work.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, I've done that.
Mhm.
Yes. And yeah, you're right. And you know, Dr. LaWanna, I've had, because I've only done virtual events. I haven't done an in-person event in probably 15 years, but I used to do them. But the virtual events, people will say, but why do you charge your speakers to speak? Well, believe it or not, it costs money to have all the videographer and the virtual assistants and all of that to get post out. And, like right now, because we had the event on Saturday, the 8 speakers that spoke, guess what? My videographer has spent all day today and he will spend all day tomorrow cutting the recording so that every speaker gets their own cut of the recording. Well, there was a VA that's already sent out the gift list. There's a VA that's already sent out the chat. There's a VA that's getting ready to, send out so that everybody knows. They probably already have it. All of you that was there should have already had it. Where to go watch the recording. Because if you had a ticket, you get to go watch the recording how often you want, And so all of that costs money and people don't really realize it because they think, well, it's just virtual.
Yeah.
It don't cost
Yeah.
anything, but it does. It truly
It does.
doesn't it, Margaret?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Margaret's like, yeah.
Yeah, it does. It does. I agree with you because sorry, LaDonna, we do the Father Talk Show. At the moment, we're inviting guests for free, but I'm spending a lot of time to make sure promoting them, the flyers out, and the video is out on time to send it. And then I also promote the video on the Facebook, all our social platforms. There is a lot of work, but people don't see that. They don't see the back end of the work. So I agree with you on that.
Yes, absolutely. It's just like when we have things like this, the VA sent out posts today for everyone to reminding everyone about the event now that we're in. And, all of that takes manpower because LaDonna cannot do everything. I just can't do everything. Margaret can't do everything. Even though we do a lot, we still need that extra help. So yes, absolutely. And I know, Abby, sometimes you just go to some places and set up locally, and that still takes a little time and effort, doesn't it? just to set up a table.
Yeah, and to, to coordinate, to be on the list, to be able to do that, to set up the table and be present for it. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes some effort. It takes some time. And you all, I mean, I think I do. Every event I have, I say to myself, oh, I wished I would have done that different. Oh, I wished I would have done that. I'm taking that out next time. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we forgot that. I mean, do you do that? I mean, have you ever had an event you think of that?
Mhm.
You
That's
know?
with anything you do.
Yes, nothing's ever perfect enough in our eyes. But the
Mhm.
great thing about it is that most people will not even pick up on a lot of things that you don't do or it's not completely right, because in their eyes it is right because they don't know any difference. That's what you hope for, I think, as a planner, right, Nadia? That's what you hope for.
Well, you have to have a backup plan for every plan. So that's what I do. I will have a backup plan for every plan. And yes, absolutely. The events is usually something will linger somewhere.
Oh, definitely.
And you have to have
Make
a
it happen.
backup plan to go for it.
Yes, pivot.
Yes.
Time to pivot. I used to do wedding photography, and the bride one day shows up at the hotel and all the dresses were wrinkled. I'm like, we cannot put these dresses on, ladies. They have to be pressed, steamed, something. Every wrinkle is going to show up in the film, in the camera, every picture. I had a bride one time, her sister lost the wedding band right before the wedding started. I mean, there's always something, no matter what you have. So yes, you're right. Tamara, how about you? What do you think?
Um, First of all, I don't think I'm one of them ones that think virtual things are real easy to plan till the last few times. Now I know a little better, and forgot things that I didn't even think about. Nadia, I'm gonna tell you, I was an interior designer and I have major props for you because I know what events have to be done. So much attention to detail. And when you charge $100 an hour, that's good. That's a good price. So just so you know, I understand completely. And I don't know how you work from different cities or states, but let me tell you, if I have an event, I'm coming to you, okay?
Okay. And if I need a decoration, I will come to you. How about that?
Oh my goodness. Dar, what are you thinking about this event planning and events that you go to?
Y'all don't really want to know what I think.
Go ahead. We want to know.
Are you sure you want to know?
I want to know. What are you
When
thinking?
she
Because you may
first,
be able to give us some insight.
well, when she first started talking about events and stuff, I was pleasantly surprised about the topic because really you can sell anything these days. You can sell pencils out of a Coke can or whatever. But what I was thinking as soon as she started um talking about, wedding planning and all this other stuff, all I could think of was My Big Fat Greek Wedding, the movie. I'm sure everybody here has seen it. And that came out just before Abby and I got married. And I tell you, we were laughing our heads off and we were like, oh, we're so not gonna do that. But Abby and I kind of go against the grain anyway. That was just kind of meant to be humor.
Yeah.
That was your Monday Mojo Smile today.
There
But
you go.
anyway, yeah, no, kudos to you for putting it out there to try and do it online. And where did you say you are? Nadia?
Where do you
Where
live?
do you live?
Event planner.
Where do you live?
Uh,
Where?
oh, I'm in Atlanta.
Oh, and okay, so So yeah, that would be like us, if we ever had to move out of here again. We're not planning to move, but I think we'd be hiring a packer because I'm not packing this place up to move again. So this is the same idea, right?
That is an idea. I moved 22 times in my life, so I know what you're
22.
talking about.
How did you keep track of it all?
You don't, you just go with
Oh,
it.
well, you know what? The first big move for me, it was a nightmare because I was moved from a high school that I knew everybody to a high school that I didn't know a single soul halfway through my last year. So
Oh.
that kind of was a drag. So yeah, no, off topic, sorry, but yeah, honestly, that's why I said you don't want to know what I'm thinking.
But have you ever walked into an event and think, oh man, they took a lot of time for this, or oh man, this cost a lot of money, or you know,
We actually went to very recently in January this year. Abby and I got the pleasure of going to an event, a networking event in the brand spanking new community center here in Elmsdale.
mm,
And we were quite impressed about how well dressed everybody was, and we weren't that well dressed. Like we way underdressed for this event, but we didn't know what to expect,
right,
right? But it was the work that you walked in the room and you could see all the work everybody. I don't know how many committees they had, but I think they had 4 people or something. I don't know, but yeah, it was quite impressive. And
see the background that you guys are doing, that is what I mean, that's me, that is LaDonna right there, that is me. Nadia's like, yeah, I can see it. I mean, I like the fluff, I like the pink, I love balloons and flowers, and and that's just me. That's how glamorous it be. When I seen that picture, I was like, oh, that's glamorous.
I want that for my 60th birthday party.
Oh, well, we're gonna have to we're gonna have to hustle bustle it.
I know it's coming up quick.
So yeah, I mean it is quite interesting what it all goes into for a function to happen and work. So yes.
Even a
Yeah,
virtual
thank you so very much. And everybody, even if you needed to plan a birthday party and say, hey, Nadia, I only have enough, I can only spend an hour with you, I bet she could give you a lot of great details about, how to plan your party. And I think she's right. You have to know what your budget is. But unfortunately, until you get your I think until you get your venue figured out, it's hard to put a budget together because you don't know how much that venue is going to cost. And, I'll tell you, when my daughter got married, the things that cost the most was the camera, the photographer and videographer in the venue. The venue was the most expensive thing. And then it was the photographer and videographer. And that's crazy money. I keep telling my husband, we need to build a venue. And let him find a couple of event planners and say, here you go, rent this baby out. Keep it rented out. This is how much I want. You keep the rest. But, because they are around here, they're prime, my daughter got married on a Monday because guess what? Friday and Saturday nights were not double, not triple, but 4 times more expensive than her getting married through the week, Monday through Thursday. It's crazy. It's crazy. So
Friday is cheaper than Saturday and Sunday if you want to do it at the event for wedding. That's cheaper,
I mean, it was
much cheaper.
ridiculous how much it was to have it Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I think even Thursday was more expensive, but it wasn't as expensive, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So But okay, any other questions for Nadia? Because we're right at time. I want to make sure everyone has their events that is coming up in the chat. And make sure you save the chat.
Abby, did you post your digital cafe?
Okay, yes, put that up there. So on Wednesday, we're having Ask LaDonna. You can come and bring any questions you want. I think every time we've had it now, I think this is the third time we've had it. It's really went well. A lot of questions, a lot of details. Dr. LaWanna and Sherry Leopold will be helping me on Wednesday morning, answer questions. And the theme is listen up, in case you don't bring a question, but bring any questions you want, because we will get them answered somehow, some way. You may not like the answers, but you will get the answers.
And if you can't get it, you'll do whatever you can to get it.
That's right. We will figure it out together. So, and then I know that, you know, in the very near future, Margaret's got another event coming up. I don't know what date. I know Dr. Pat has something coming up July 5th. That's a little ways down the road, but there are events. There are things going on. Don't miss them. That's how you build your business. That's how you continue to bond and make friends. You know, Margaret and I are pretty new of knowing each other, but we've already bonded now because we keep running into each other over and over and finding out more things about her, you know. So have a beautiful rest of your evening, and I hope that everyone's able to be back with me on Wednesday morning, and talk to you later. Bye-bye now.
Thank you for
Bye.
having me.
Bye.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Good night, everybody.